No hype, no high. Hi. How is everybody? How is everybody? How? Oh, must be with the Indians, right? Got my feather on. Don Knotts, if you were thinking who I was trying to imitate. I was imitating someone you couldn't figure it out. That's how good an imitator are. Or you don't know who Don Knotts is. Somebody on speed, right? Knotts boat, speed on water, right? Speed on water. Anyways, the mental river. The mental, the percipient, the receiver, the mentalist, the mentor. Mentor. M-E-N-T-O-R. Is that what pulls between the entering, not REM sleep, R-E-M, but it's N-E-M or M-E-N, or river is the mentor. Is that the torus? Is that the first part of the torus? Is it the connection and they call it the gold? Is it pliable? Do we call it gold because it's pliable? Number 33, pliable number 33. Why? Because I do my project in French and English, so I might screw you up sometimes. All right? I can smile today. Fixed 4 teeth in the front. Go! I like to fix this. My nose. I'm a little bit off the mentor right now and just tell you a little bit about my nose. I've had a deviated septum all my life, right? Now, if they fix it, do you know what it's like to breathe? Like really, really good breathing. Like I once had asthma, and then I got that stuff and it was like, oh, it's like clearing everything out. But yet the pipes are still not cleaned. And I feel if I can clean these pipes just a little bit more and get more of a rush of air into my head, and I'm thinking of doing it and I'm a little bit scared, but I want to do it because I feel like I'm going to get a high out of breathing. Imagine on this planet I get to breathe properly. Oh my God. I'm so scared. Well, they had to put me to sleep. I should laugh because last time they put me to sleep for my ass operation, right? They didn't put me to sleep for my heart operation. You're going to feel this. You better have a little bit more heart next time, because next time, there might not be any next time. That's how much it hurts. It's like going to the North Pole. So now, North Pole, okay, cleanse heart arteries. North Pole's, okay, and if they're blocked arteries, is it blocked with traffic? Are the roads blocked because it snowed? We don't know. We don't know. I'm just a little bit all over the place, but I'm really not. But some people say, oh, he's talking about so many things, but I'm not. It's all on the same subject. It's a relationship for the better understanding of we're on Earth. People ask, wow, there's a God. There's an alphabet. Is there more an alphabet than there is a God? We can spell God's name. There's an alphabet in English. There's an alphabet in French. They don't call it alphabet, they go alphabet. In English, they go alphabet. But if I'm from Tennessee, they'll be saying, hey, yeah, I got that alphabet. Or, oh, yeah, from Minnesota. Yeah, I'll be seeing the alphabet. Yeah, sure. So from everywhere, we're always saying the same letters with a different sound. So we've got to broaden our minds. Don't give my mind any broad. The North Pole is cold. Arteries are blocked. Maybe it was water and ice and it was blocked up. What made my arteries? There's somehow in words, there is actually in words and discussions of specific words, and well, we're going to create this cholesterol pill and it's going to do this to the blood and the blood won't stick to the walls. Or actually it goes underneath also. It goes under and sticks to the top. I'd really like to understand it more because I'm quite sure in words we can actually fix our own arteries. And through that it would be through foods. And then through the foods we'd have to bring back a certain purity. But don't forget, we're no longer pure. I'm not pure. I got a vaccine. My parents might have gotten a vaccine. That we all ate something different. My mother might have eaten something. But our immune system, our bodies, under certain conditions, we can never be changed. Apparently, there's caffeine inside of us. Apparently, our immune system is supposed to be able whatever the immune system can do in totality to every human being on this planet, when you start separating every single blood type and then classifying every single type of mental person, who they are or of their look, there's really only so many looks on this planet. Oh, you look like him, you look like him. We all have, who has a head like me? My grandfather had a head like me. Certain facial features should match up to somebody else in your family. How many people actually look like who? And how many are we? 10? You know 10 is the spirit of 76. Freedom 55, spirit of 76. Why am I doing this? There's more to a letter. There's more to a word. And my question comes like this. The top part says, in the moon in French, dans la lune. The other one says, sur la lune, on the moon. They were selling sticks at Dollarama that says, in the moon. Design a letter. Design me the letter A. Find me coordinates with the letter A. The letter A will get a number. I'm not the first one. Remember, everything I do has been done before somewhere for some reason other than what I'm doing with it. So what I want to just show you right now is the letter F and the letter U. They're reverse of each other. Creates number 27, the reverse alphabet. But the one thing about this is one comes between two. So you have above and below, and you also have the center of all. Unless you use that 2 from this corner here to this corner here, you will not, once you have the corner here and the corner here, you will be able to measure the whole thing. From here to here is 18, so you'll know how much you have to, right? If I go from this corner to this corner, you can make that measurement. Anyways, let's get off of that. I want to get on to part 2 of this. Went into the dentist chair today. Okay. There's more to a dentist. There's more to our teeth than you think. I always feel really calm when I'm in the dentist chair, especially when I trust the doctor. Next thing I want to get onto is number 6. Is number 6 one number? Is it alone? If it was Rubik's Cube or a cube, number 6 would be the totality of all the sides. Therefore, it would be the center of the whole cube. Number 6, 6 sides. But on every single side, there are 8 dots on the outside and 1 in the center. So I just decided to do this numeric thing of what I can do with number 6. And I'm only going to use 3. I hope you can see this okay. I hope you can see this okay. So 1 and 2 and 3 equals 6. Now I don't want to use any numbers other than quarters and halves and 75. I go 1, 1 and a half, 4 and a half equals 6. 4 and a half and a half. 1 and 1 and a half is 2 and a half, and 3 and a half is 6. 2, 2, 2 is 6. The reverse is 5, 5, 5. Cinco dinero. 5 times 5 is 1 1/4. Remember, 1 1/4 is now over here. So what does 1 1/4 go with? It goes with 3.75. That 75 represents the moon. The moon is the one spirit in the beta creation. Why? Because 1 always between 2. And you can see the deck of cards. It shows you the same thing. But it's showing you the center, showing you the cross. I'm going to have to sit up a little bit now. I'm going to point the camera down. Okay. So we have this one over here, this numeric value in relation to the sun. Also 9 times 6. 9 times 5, 9 times 6. So it's telling you a story. 1, 1 and a half, 3 and a half, electric company. Depending on where you want to bring these numbers. Remember, where do you want to bring these numbers? These numbers go places. I'm going to explain it to you. They go places. Why do they go places? Why do they go places? 1.5. 1.5, the number 15 is Mars. 1 1/4, number 25 is Earth. And it also says the body. One body. One body. 5 times 5 times 5, Cinco dinero, is 1 body. 5 times 5 is 1/4. But 5 times 5 times 5 is 1 1/4. So the expression saying 1 of 1/4 means there's one person of a 1/4. 1/4 is Earth. So there's 1/4. So we need 4 of them, or 4.25. Then we need 5 of them. Okay, 5 times 1 1/4 equals 625, because we also need to bring the center in. We have to make everything bigger in order to insert the center, leaving a crack. Do you know what that means? I wish I can design this for you. I'm gonna have to design this for you, because this is just weird. I just saw this right now. Like, the basic thing for one square, okay, is to have these other 3 squares connected. When you have these squares connected, your center is over here. It's part of every single one, or taking up 1/4 times 4, equaling to 1. Each other one is 3/4 times 4, equaling to 3, 6, 9, 12, equaling to 3. 0.75 is the moon. 1 1/4 is the Earth. Earth is 1/4. Also, it reflects birth, DNA, and the sun. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 5 and 4. 9 times 6, 9 times 5. 9 plus 6, 9 plus 5 equals 45, equals 14, equals 54, equals 15. This is how pi begins. 3.1415, total is 29, or 92.65, and that's the beginning of pi, right? Letters N and O. You can also say that NO is a number. DNA from the sun, through Mars, through the foxhole, because number 45 represents fox, this represents sun. So what happens when we double it? We make equations. I can double it, I can triple it, I can quadruple it. And on this planet, it's happening. Times 2, times 3, times 4, reverses times 8, times 7, times 6. Why are we working in the 1, 4? Which world are we working in? Forget about working in the 2 world. It's 1 between 2. Forget about the 5 world, okay? Because the 5 world is the center of all 4. The center of all. See, this one only makes quarters. So when I say the 6 dice, you remember I was saying the 6 dice? We only have 4 here. Unless I create it into a cube. But I'm not going to create it into a cube. And I'm talking fast. I don't want my videos, my thing to shut down. I want to show you that if I put the 1 square here and make everything bigger, and what if I was doing it this way? And now here's your 1, 2, 3, 4, and here's your 1, and it's spread apart. And because it's spread apart, we end up creating this outside or diamond in the center. But at the same time, each one has its own house, and it's individual, and somehow it passed through the sun. So now it's individuals. So now what you're going to see is you're going to have corners. This is the way Monopoly is set up, by the way. Monopoly is 40 around, right? But in order to turn the corner, okay, you can turn the corner this way and do 40. So if you did 40, and then 32, and then 24, and then 16, and then 8, right? And what's the next one? 1. 9, 25, 35, 45, 49, 59, 69, 79, 80, 81, and 40. 131 pieces. There's something wrong here, okay? Because the real way to do Monopoly, each corner is a square. And it's not a single square. In fact, does it end in 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 8, 12, 16. We would have to stop at 16. Anyways, don't count the first one. Forget I said that one. I have to redo that one. But the total is, we're using the square, there's a total of 169 areas. 168 areas all around one single box. Every corner is 4. Every other property is 2. And then when you get to the trains, right? When you get to the trains, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 5, 6. When you get to the trains, the train will be over here, but you have to use this whole area because the train has to go in and the train has to go out. So this is the train station, the property before and the property after every train. So every train gets a value of 6. So now I want to get back to this. So now we had in the main area, we get 9. In each area here, we get 16. In each area here, we get 8. And this spells phi. 2 areas high to complete this. 2 areas, 2 areas, 2 areas, 2 areas. 8. 4 areas, 4 areas, 4 areas, 4 areas. 16. Okay? And the other one is this area over here. That's a total of 9. And that spells phi. I didn't get into the whole thing I wanted to talk about. I didn't finish off with this one yet. And I really wanted to. How do you make 6 with 2 numbers? 1, 5, 2, 4, 3, 3, command of the Christ, communication through Mars, 51 or 15. And now we have to do mathematics. 3 by 5 equals to 15. 3 by 17 equals to 51 equals to 15. 66 total, and this goes to something else. Also, I can do 36, and this is just telling you the round of the female and the passing. 6 and 6, let's just forget about that. This is your 3 by 17, 3 by 5. 1 and 7 equals 8, and now 3 and 8 are the letters C and H, and I always relate that to church, although the church is number 61. So then we have 1.5 Mars, we have alt 2's, and this will create the 5, 5, 5. This is on the cross. Cinco dinero. I'm not really sure what it means. I think it's $50. I relate this to 1, 4. Well, I just want to stop for a second because there's a little thing I do, and that's because of the number system. 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8, 3, 6, 9. And I will switch this system to show you what other things pop perfectly up. Because in a computer, it just, if something's out of order, it doesn't work. So the whole world that we live in order to receive spirit, it's all got to work. Everything works. Something falls somewhere, you go to the bathroom, it all mixes together, goes in the toilet, goes somewhere else, eventually goes back working. Otherwise you can't use it. Unless it works, you can't use it. Either your body recycles it, the earth recycles it, but somehow otherwise you die off. But I'm bringing back creation to its finest, to where when we start looking at religion and our beliefs, we can see it on a different aspect. We can see the true matter of what is life and why we are here and how things were put together. And no one will be able to lie to us or to our children ever again. Because isn't that what you want? Isn't that what you want? For your mother or your father, or for your children, or for your friends, caring about the world. The world will never be perfect, and we'll always want a little bit of more. And you need to make this world in a certain way in order for us to want and have a desire. In order for us to work for it. In order to keep perfecting and learning. It's the only way, otherwise we wouldn't have this world. So let me just continue on to the last part here. Here we would have the spirit. All these are with the spirit, and all these are with the spirit. All these are the be creation. You have to put these two together. Because 1 between 2. So you'll end up with 12. 6 and 6, you'll end up with 12 boxcars. So you'll put this 25 with that 25. Okay. Is that 375, 456, 475, 56. So you'll end up with 50 here. Let's see what it works out to. You'll end up with 1 and 2 is 3. Plus you'll end up with 0.50. And then you'll end up with 8.5. And that gives me the silver lining matrix. Okay, I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure it out. I'm a little confused. 8 by 5 is 40 plus 13 equals to electric company and equals to 27 red. The reverse alphabet, the blue because 40 represents blue. It also will represent all zeros equal 4, 5, and 6. I like to just say they're worth 6. So that'll be 46. And the reason I say it, okay, the reason I say it is because 1, 2, 3, 4 is below. 6, 7, 8 is above. When you put 8 and 2, 7 and 3, 6 and 4, it creates 10, 10, 10. 1 plus 0 equals 0, or all zeros equal 6. 1 plus the 0, which is 6, will equal 7. You'll have the spirit of 76. When you have the spirit of 76, 7 times 6, 7 plus 6 equals 13, and equals to 42. Adding it, minusing is 29 to birth every 4 years, and adding it is a 55. And 5 plus 5 is 10, back to 1 again. So that's one of the reasons. At the same time, it gives you the straight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. The 55 is linking you up to the 7, and it becomes the pull game. So this is very hard to explain all this stuff. I got bad knees. I got bad knees. I have bad knees. It hurts so much. I don't want to tell you my trouble. I got bad knees, man. And I just want to figure out how I can keep going to that berry farm and doing my whole day standing with no pain. I got to do it with no pain. See how fast I can go. I have a story about that maybe in the next video, that berry story about today. It was so funny. So funny. I went to the dentist. I hope they look good. Tell me they look good. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm showing my teeth to the world. I guess that's it about now. What I just did, sorry, I want to redo this again. Then 50 will equal 56. Okay, but it's on the point, so I have to understand myself. What does it mean, this side of the point, that side of the point? Should I forget about the point? What does 50 mean? Which word is 50? 5 times 0 is 5. Is it actually the E world? What is the E world? Oh yes, down here I just want to go to all 40s equals 6, and the word blue is 40, and I have to do it in French also, right? And over here I get 46, so multiply it, I get 24 and 10, and the 24th letter in the alphabet is X, and the reverse is a C, creation of X. Here it's a 10, giving me my freedom. The total is 34. This eventually fits the spirit of the sun. Eventually it's DC, the 3rd and 4th planet. 3 by 4 is 12, connecting the two sides. 1 and 2 is 3, creation. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 3, number to Nibiru. 7 times 3, 7 plus 3 is now 21 and 10, 31. AC, DC, run it to the moon. Oh, MacDonald had a farm. Raphael, 7286, in a constellation of Pegasus. Have a good night. Hope you enjoyed. And share this stuff.